Hey everyone, so in today's video, I want to talk about how developing a mindset of gratitude and positivity can help you stay productive and achieve more in life. Usually when people talk about improving motivation and productivity, they'll stress on the importance of things like staying organized, building systems, staying focused, locking off distractions, time boxing, sleeping, eating well, that sort of stuff. But you'd hardly hear anyone say anything about the importance of approaching life with positivity in order to help you stay motivated and achieve more. Which I find quite strange because there seems to be an overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that this plays a very crucial role. So I thought I should make this video and highlight what I feel is a very powerful yet highly overlooked productivity tip. In the first half of this video, I'll tell you exactly how positivity leads to high productivity in the light of existing scientific research. Once you've considered the benefits of cultivating a positive mindset, I'll give you some effective and actionable tips on how you can start being more positive in life. Now, I'll admit it's not immediately apparent how expressing gratitude can help you achieve more in life, and that's because gratitude and positivity use indirect channels to boost your productivity. For one thing, gratitude and positivity help you be mindful of the good that's been coming your way. When you have these wins in mind, you get motivated to build on them, and that makes you push yourself to make more progress than you normally would. So that's one way gratitude and positivity will help you accomplish more. Another indirect way these practices help us achieve more comes from the fact that expressing gratitude has been known to reduce our stress levels. This happens because gratitude shifts our focus from things that aren't going our way to the things that are. And as mountains of research have shown us, lower stress levels can improve our motivation and improve our performance across different tasks. Another way keeping a positive attitude in life can help you achieve more in life is by helping you spot opportunities during difficult times. Think about how Zoom identified the potential for virtual meetings during a time as dark as the COVID-19 pandemic. If they had focused on the negativity of the situation, they would have never soared to the success that they are today. That's what keeping a positive attitude gives you, an additional eye that looks beyond the situations at their face value and identifies potential for growth in even the darkest of times. And once you spotted an opportunity for yourself, it's much easier to work towards achieving this. By the way, several studies testify to this relationship between gratitude, positivity, and productivity. I want to start by talking about one of the most iconic studies on gratitude and positivity you probably ever hear. This study was conducted by Dr. Robert A. Emmons in 2003, and he basically divided a group of participants into 3 groups, each with a separate set of instructions. One group was asked to write 5 good things that happened to them every week for 10 weeks. The second group was asked to write 5 bad things that happened to them every week for 10 weeks. And the third group, the control, was simply asked to write 5 things which happened to them every week again for 10 weeks. At the end of the study, researchers measured how happy participants were and found that the gratitude group, the group asked to acknowledge 5 good things that happened to them every week, reported a happiness rating that was a whopping 25% higher than the other 2 groups. Additionally, the participants of this group reported engaging in more productive and healthy activities such as working out, even though they were not asked to by the researchers. This study beautifully demonstrates my point. This is one of the many ways positivity can help motivate you to do more in life. Another study considered the impact of positivity on performance by making one group of students repeat the affirmation, "I can math," over the course of 2 semesters, while the other group was not asked to say these affirmations. The researchers then considered students' performance on their math exams and found that the group of students asked to repeat the positive affirmations about math ended up performing significantly better than a non-affirmation group. Finally, I want to mention an informal field experiment that was conducted by Jason Silver in an Epi Brain Games episode, a psychology-related reality show on National Geographic. In the experiment, Jason made some participants shoot a basketball through a hoop multiple times and recorded their average scores. Then he blindfolded the participants and made them shoot a basketball through a hoop several times. He then falsely gave participants the impression that they scored multiple hoops blindfolded, even when they didn't. Then he had the participants' blindfolds removed and made them shoot the basketball through the hoops again. The result? Participants whom he had falsely encouraged during the blindfold stage ended up scoring significantly more hoops than they had scored earlier on. showing yet again how positivity can lift up your self-confidence and boost your performance in anything you set out to accomplish. It also works the other way around. During the experiment, Jason falsely told some blindfolded participants that they didn't score through the hoop, even though they did. And that resulted in those participants performing significantly worse than they had in their previous attempt, showing how negativity can limit your potential. And if you want to watch this entire experiment, I'll put the link in the description. Right, so now you know exactly how an attitude of gratitude and positivity can help you achieve more in life. And at this point, you might be thinking, okay, great. I get why this stuff is important and all, but where do I start? What can I do to be more positive and grateful in life? Don't worry. In this section of the video, I'm going to share the most actionable and effective ways you can start being more positive and grateful in life. But first, let's circle back to the 2003 study conducted by Dr. Robert Emmons, as we discussed earlier. As you might recall, the researchers in this study asked participants to acknowledge 5 things they were grateful for every week, and this alone helped improve their ratings of well-being and happiness by 25%. If you think about it, there's an effective tip staring right at us in the face over here. Pick one day of the week to sit and reflect on the good things that happened in the past week. Think about the good decisions you've made, the positive things people have said to you, the good things that happened to you. Basically anything you wouldn't change about the week. Now, don't overthink this. There's no need to go overboard and think of every single good thing that happened or try to rank them in order of importance. Just pick 5. Any 5 things you're grateful that happened in the week and spend a few minutes actively acknowledging their goodness. Just make sure you don't pick affirmations that are too generic, because as this article published in the Washington Post points out, keeping affirmations generic can undermine their effectiveness. Once you've thought of the things you're grateful for, use one of these channels to express your gratitude. Keeping a gratitude journal, writing it down on a piece of paper, saying it out loud, simply thinking about it. Let's start with the first one, keeping a gratitude journal. You don't have to do a lot of research to know that this is one of the most widely recommended ways to start practicing gratitude. Even one of the world's leading experts on the psychology of gratitude, Robert Emmons, recommends that this is the ideal practice. Why are these journals so effective? Well, a couple of reasons. Firstly, the money you will spend buying a journal, however small, will induce financial commitment to the practice, helping you to follow the practice religiously. Secondly, as you fill out more and more entries over time, you'll be motivated to keep going and build on your progress, making it easier to keep up with the practice. Lastly, filling out the entries involves writing your acknowledgements down, which will actually help you to engage the acknowledgement more actively as opposed to simply thinking about it. However, I understand that not everyone will be able to commit to maintaining a physical gratitude journal. And if you're one of these people, then instead of dedicating a separate journal to express your gratitude, you could simply write your statements of gratitude down on a piece of paper. This way, you don't have to go through the trouble of remembering to keep your gratitude journal with you wherever you go, and you can simply pull out a piece of paper whenever you want to express your gratitude and discard the paper later. And again, the reason why I encourage you to write these affirmations down is to ensure that you're actively engaging with them. Writing is not the only way to engage better with your affirmations, however. You could also try saying your affirmations out loud instead. Making some time for yourself at least one day a week where you sit with your thoughts for a bit, just in private, and just think about the 5 things you're grateful that happened to you in the past week and speak your acknowledgement of gratitude out loud. Since this allows you to hear your affirmations, you'll engage with them better. But if you're somehow unable to find a private space for yourself, then simply thinking about the things you're grateful for at a particular time of the week, this can actually help you reap the benefits of expressing gratitude as well. While you're at it, as a separate exercise, think of the people you owe some gratitude to in the past week and shoot them a quick message and just let them know you acknowledge and appreciate the good that they've brought your way. This will help you become more humble in life and enable you to build deeper connections with those around you. Finally, another mental exercise you could do to adopt a more positive and grateful approach to life is to actively think about everything happening in your life, especially things that aren't going your way, and try to find if there are any learning or growth opportunities you may be overlooking. Ask yourself, am I looking at this situation in the best possible light, or have I been narrow-minded in my approach to this problem? Be sincere with yourself when answering these questions, and 9 out of 10 times you'll find a hidden opportunity. And that's all for today. If you've liked this video, you can express your gratitude by hitting the subscribe button down below. See you in the next one.